Are you E?
Ava, can you sit down so I can make sure you're in camera? Hannah, can you sit so I can make sure we can see everybody? Natalie, will you pull your desk a little bit this way? Even more. Keep going. A hair more. A little more. Okay.
I think James is the brother. Yeah.
Yeah, so you put it on the other side of your table. Yep, just like that. Okay, we've got all the lights over there. All the lights over there.
Do it a button and just make sure it works.
You just tested it.
I know it works. Okay, welcome to our DEF final matchup here. That's weird. I'm so used to doing everything. Today is our official final tournament of the Scholastic Bowl season, so best of luck to both teams. We shall begin. Social Studies, Geography. A book that details the last years of Thomas Jefferson has in its title the name of what Virginia house that still appears on the U.S. nickel and that Jefferson built. Drew. I'm sorry, one more time. Incorrect.
Time.
Correct answer is Monticello. Number 2, math, general math, 30 seconds. Give the fractional probability that when rolling a pair of 6-sided number cubes, the result of one roll will be either a 7 or an 8.
Time.
Correct answer is 11 over 36. Number 3, language arts literature. When the biblical children of Israel first spied on the promised land, only Caleb and one other man had faith that God would help them take over the land. Name that next leader after Moses, whose biblical book follows the 5 books of Moses. Ava.
Noah.
Incorrect. Carson. Incorrect. Joshua. Number 4, science, life science. Plants produce it to strengthen their tissues, and paper manufacturers want to deal with it as little as possible. Name this polymerized component of wood that keeps most fungi and bacteria from eating it. Carson. Incorrect.
Time.
Correct answer is lignin. Fine arts music. It is similar to a round in that all parts have the same melody but start at different times. What musical form's most famous example is probably the one written in the key of D by Baroque composer Johann Pachelbel. Natalie?
Wolf.
Incorrect. We'll respect it. Oh,
Time.
you say time, sorry. Correct answer is a cannon. Number 6, social studies current events. In 2018, so current events, the Democrat Party announced it will stop using what group of high-ranking people in the party to make the final decision as to the party's presidential nominee. Natalie? Incorrect.
Time.
They're called super delegates. Math algebra, 30 seconds. You're going to be the first one to get on the scoreboard. The mean of a set of 5 numbers is 24. Give the 5th number in the set if the other 4 are 32, 8, 39, and 22. Time, the correct answer is 19. Your explanation is not helpful. This caveat out there. Language arts vocabulary. The Spanish word cosa means what 5-letter noun in English that Webster's calls an inanimate object distinguished from a living being, and that is part of words that begin with no, some, and any. Jared?
Number.
Incorrect. Blend it into your shirt.
It's time.
Correct answer is thing.
Oh.
Nothing, something, anything. Number 9, science, physical science. It was found in high quantities in the KT boundary at the end of the Mesozoic era, leading many to believe that a meteorite caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. Identify this colorful chemical element whose name starts with I.
Time.
Correct answer is iridium. Can we get on the score first?
These are tough.
Miscellaneous sports. It decided for 2018 to go with young quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who then set a record for touchdown passes in the first 3 games of a career. Name this NFL team. Jared. That's correct. I'm sorry. It gave me a pronunciation, but I still did it wrong. Name this NFL team who traded with former quarterback Alex Smith to the Washington Redskins. 11 is social studies geography. What state's Chocolate Mountains, Imperial Sand Dunes National Recreation Area, and Salton Sea are just north of its border with Mexico? Ava.
Texas.
Incorrect.
Time.
Correct answer is California. Guess a state. Math, general math, 30 seconds. A hospital gives a 5% discount on their bill if paid within 10 days of receipt. What is the discounted bill if the original bill was $6,300? So 5% of 6,300 was 315. Subtract that, the answer would have been $5,985. Brace yourself. Language arts literature. In the Harry Potter books, what number of points earned by a Quidditch chaser for throwing the quaffle through a hoop is the same number earned by a Scholastic player for a correct toss-up answer? Ava. 10. Tie game, 10 to 10. Science, right?
Yeah.
Science, general science. One example of this idea is that fluid velocity in a nozzle increases as the pressure drops. What physical concept named for a Swiss scientist also explains how the pressure difference between the top and bottom of an airplane wing at high speed causes the plane to lift off the ground? So, incorrect. It's called Bernoulli's principle. Fine arts, art. This country began the avant-garde art movement called Futurism, first expounded in 1909, that emphasized the fast pace and progress of modern life. Name this European country that in the Middle Ages was also the beginning point of the Renaissance. Natalie. Incorrect. Drew. Incorrect. Italy. Social studies, history is number 16. Supervised by East German politician Walter Ulbricht during its construction. What historical landmark was broken down in 1989? Carson. Berlin Wall is correct, after serving for nearly 30 years as a division for the capital city of Germany. Math, geometry. You do not need your pencil, only 10 seconds. The pairs of angles 83 degrees and 97 degrees, as well as 42 degrees and 138 degrees, are called by what adjective because their sum is 180 degrees? Correct answer is supplementary. Today?
You guys are in different math classes.
We've also taught it in Scholastic practice.
You never saw that.
Language arts spelling. I don't think we talked about it this year, or maybe that was the other groups. Language arts spelling. People with braces on their teeth are generally under the care of an orthodontist. Spell Ava.
ORTHODONTIST.
Incorrect. Carson. Correct. Swap that the O for an A. Science health. SSRI drugs like Celexa, Zoloft, and Prozac may be prescribed for what mental disorder that may be temporary after a low test score, but sometimes causes chronic sadness or loss of Natalie. Depression is correct. Miscellaneous popular music. His 2018 album, Egypt Station, opened at #1 on the Billboard chart, his first #1 album since 1982. Name this former lead singer of Wings and former co-lead singer of the Beatles, along with John Lennon. James. Paul McCartney is correct. Toss-up 21 is in social studies civics. It was represented in Congress by Willard Vanderveer in 1899 when he said, "Frothy eloquence neither convinces nor satisfies me. You have got to show me." Name this show me state, whose major cities include Columbia and St. Louis. Natalie. Missouri is correct.
Barely got that.
Mathematics, general math, 30 seconds. You need your pencil. A bag of 50 crackers weighs 3.8 ounces. Give as a decimal the average weight of each individual cracker. Zoe. What? Incorrect. Jared. Incorrect. It was 0.076 ounces. 23 is in language arts grammar. It usually sets up the next part of an essay by efficiently stating the author's main point of that part, which he will discuss further in the following sentences. Give the general term for this first sentence in each paragraph of an essay. Natalie, that's correct, the topic sentence. 24 is in science, earth science. Give the 12-letter adjective similar to geocentric that describes models of the universe featuring the sun at the center. Drew. Incorrect. Ava. Incorrect. It's heliocentric. Okay, that is our 24 toss-up. Our current score is
40-40.
oh boy. See you in a minute.
What? Oh, I have been.
Yeah. Yeah, you have 20 bonuses each with 4 questions. So. Good math. Well done. Yeah. Great time. Labs.
I will see you. Did you get my name?
Yes. Right. Drew's still mad at himself for not doing that awful. You're wearing a Harry Potter mask. And then Carson gave you a glare.
I like Harry Potter, you better be able to.
All right, let's go ahead and resume. See if you continue to make us very stressed. It's tied. That's stressful. Science, physical science. Answer these about mixtures. Number 1, in a suspension, the particles will do this if left undisturbed for a time. Zoe, incorrect. Carson, what? Incorrect. They will separate. Number 2, what is a mixture called is comprised of 2 or more metallic elements? True. Alloy is correct. Number 3, this type of homogeneous mixture contains a solvent and a solute. We should take a clue. Solvent, solute, into a solution. Number 4, this type of mixture contains particles that stay mixed and do not settle when left undisturbed. Hannah,
Acid.
incorrect. It's called a colloid. Number 2 is in miscellaneous 4 parts in television. Name these humans who hang out with Scooby-Doo. Number 1, he always wears a scarf or ascot around his neck. Drew, correct? Fred. Number 2, this slacker loves to eat. Carson, Shaggy. Number 3, she wears glasses. Okay, Natalie,
Wanda.
can you spell it for me?
WILLA.
Incorrect. She wears glasses and is Drew. Velma is correct. Give him only 5. He didn't interpret my glare of hey, you should have finished. Yeah, to say you should have let me finish reading the question. Also, be careful with commentary on this side because I heard the correct answer said, but they could have picked up on it. Be careful on commentary on this side as well. Number 4, she has long red hair. Zoe, Daphne is correct. Social studies, geography. Tell the continent where each of these countries is located. Number 1, Nepal. Natalie, incorrect. Carson, Asia is correct. Number 2, Bolivia. Ava, incorrect. Carson,
Mrs. Winkler, can you please come to the office, Mrs. Winkler?
South America is correct. Number 3, Gavin, Gavon. I may have said it wrong. Ava, incorrect. Carson, incorrect. Africa. Number 4, Estonia. Zoe, Europe is correct. I feel like we've had a lot of movement. What's our score look like?
60 to 95. Yes. Make me act like 5. 10.
Just really had to make
5.
10.
There we go.
Language arts, 4 parts in literature. Name the first sequel to each of these novels. Number 1, Little Women. Drew. Incorrect. It's not, it's just as ridiculous of an option. Little Men. Number 2, Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. Ava.
Mrs. Willie and the Horses of America.
Incorrect. Correct answer is Rasco and the Rats of Nim. Number 3, Philip Hall likes me. I reckon maybe. The correct answer is, get on out of here, Philip Hall. Number 4, the Chocolate War. Ava.
Cupcake war.
Incorrect. Drew. The correct answer is Beyond the Chocolate War.
What? Oh my God.
Math, 4 parts in general math. Make sure you grab your pencil. Make sure you write down everything that I give you in this opening clue because you will need it for all 4 parts. When Wanda and Joyce go walking together for 30 minutes, Wanda burns 150 calories and Joyce burns 120 calories. Part 1. How many calories does Wanda burn each? Ava.
5.
5 is correct. Burn each minute. I was lucky. Number 2. How many will Wanda burn in an hour and a half? Carson. Incorrect. Zoe. Incorrect. If she burned 150 in 30 minutes, an hour and a half is 3 times large as that, so it would have been 450. Number 3, how many calories will Joyce burn in 3 hours? Zoe. Incorrect. Carson. 720, because the number we gave you is in half hours, so you'd have to multiply it by 6, not 3. Number 4, collectively, how many calories do they burn in 2 hours? Zoe. Incorrect. Jared.
540.
Incorrect. One more time double. 1,080. Science, 4 parts in health. These terms all start with the letter C. Number 1, the bitter substance in coffee that stimulates the central nervous. Natalie. Caffeine is correct. Number 2, brain injury, common to sport. Natalie. Concussion is correct. Common to sports, especially football, that causes headaches and may cause longer-term problems. Number 3, a deep state of unconsciousness for a long. Natalie. Coma is correct. Number 4, this waxy, fat-like substance may cause problems in your arteries. Ava. Incorrect. Correct answer is cholesterol.
100 to 105.
I've gotten 10 points, they do 10 points ahead of you.
Oh, wait, we're on
You're-
this one?
No, they're at 105.
We're gonna get that 5 points if we get, and then we'll get 100.
No, if you did win the 5 points, you would have gotten all 10. So then they'd be
No, but I'm
10
saying, why
points.
can't you answer all?
Oh, okay. Not just preemptive, why did he have to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine arts, 4 parts in art. Identify the home cities of these art museums. Number 1, Museum of Modern Art, or MoMA. Drew.
Las Vegas.
Incorrect. Correct answer is New York City.
Are you gonna be in the USA?
Identify the home cities of these art museums. That's the only clue they give you. Number 2, the Louvre. Natalie, that's correct. Don't give extra information they didn't ask for. Number 3, Tate Modern. Zoe, incorrect. London. Number 4, J. Paul Getty Museum. Ava, incorrect. Sharon, incorrect. Los Angeles. Social studies, 4 parts in history. Name these people from the 20th century. Number 1, this singer of the 50s gave us the songs Heartbreak Hotel and Hound Dog. James, correct. Elvis Presley. Number 2, this Southern Baptist minister who lived to age 99 became famous for his crusades on radio and TV. Correct answer is Billy Graham. Number 3, this young actor made a huge impact, even though he only made a few films, including Rebel Without a Cause. Correct answer is James Dean. Number 4, this Chief Justice of the Supreme Court in the 1960s altered relationships between the police and suspects. James, incorrect. Correct answer is Earl Warren. Number 9, language arts, 4 parts in vocabulary. Give these words that all end in O-L-O-G-Y. Number 1, the study of the environment. Ava, incorrect. Carson, incorrect. Ecology. Number 2, the study of materials dug up from past civilizations. Drew, archaeology is correct. Number 3, the study of the human heart. Hannah, cardiology is correct. Number 4, the science of drugs and medication. Ava, incorrect. Correct answer is pharmacology. Let's see where our score is sitting.
120 to 125.
Oh. Math, 4 parts in geometry. You do not need your pencil. Identify these geometric terms that begin with a vowel. Number 1, a point where a graph crosses the x-axis. Natalie? Incorrect. The point where a graph crosses the x-axis or y-axis. Called the intercept. Number 2, a triangle containing an angle of 115 degrees. Natalie? Obtuse is correct. Number 3, a polygon whose angles are all the same measure. Natalie? Incorrect. Carson? Incorrect. Equiangular. Number 4, a postulate or statement assumed to be true without proof. Ava. Incorrect? Correct answer is an axiom. Science, general science. Answer these about American physicists. Number 1, he invented the liquid fuel rocket in 1926. Robert Goddard. Number 2, he was the scientific director of the Manhattan Project to develop an atomic bomb. Carson. Incorrect. Zoe. J. Robert Oppenheimer. Number 3, this Italian-American nuclear physicist demonstrated the first controlled chain reaction in 1942. Enrico Fermi. Number 4, John Bardine's first Nobel Prize came for developing this tiny current amplifier, now used in most electrical technology. Natalie. Incorrect. Correct answer is a transistor. These next few bonuses are going to rack up the points. Get ready. Language arts, 4 parts and spelling. Okay. Spell these job titles. Number 1, comedian. Carson. Correct. Number 2, sculptor. Carson. Correct. Number 3, chauffeur. Natalie. Incorrect. Carson. It's French. It starts with C. Chauffeur. Number 4, psychologist. Natalie? Incorrect. Carson? Incorrect. There's no H. Psychologist. Psychologist. Social studies, geography. Name these U.S. cities. Number 1, this host of the 1996 Olympics was the backdrop for the movie Gone with the Wind. Ava. Incorrect. Atlanta. Number 2, this largest city in Michigan was long thought of as the world's automotive center. James. Detroit is correct. Number 3, the California gold rush brought a period of rapid growth to this city. An earthquake in 1906 brought destruction. James. San Francisco is correct. Number 4, this Florida city is known as the cruise capital of the world. James, Miami. Okay, now we're getting to the ugly ones. We haven't even gotten to the ones that are going to be rough.
130 to 175.
Miscellaneous, 4 parts in movies. Answer these. Whoa. Answer these about the film, The Wizard of Oz. Number 1, what substance killed the Wicked Witch of the Hannah?
Water.
Water is correct. Number 2, what item killed the Wicked Witch of the East? James. A house? Dorothy's house. Number 3, what type of flowers caused Dorothy to fall asleep? Natalie. What? Incorrect. Carson. No, poppies. Number 4, what did Dorothy and her friends have to bring back for the wizard to grant their wishes? Natalie. Incorrect. Sharon. The Wicked Witch of the West's broomstick. Math computers. Name these word processing applications. Number 1, this once dominant application uses the file extension .wp. Natalie. Incorrect. It's called WordPerfect. Number 2, Google Drives includes this word processor. Ava. Docs is correct. Took a real long time for something you use like every day. Number 3, the 2019 edition of this application will be combined in the company's Office package with Skype for Business. Ava. Incorrect. Microsoft makes it, but the program is called Word. Number 4, this text editor is included in all versions of Windows. Natalie. Incorrect. Correct answer is WordPad. Let's see, science, 4 parts in life science. Name these endocrine glands. Number 1, they produce a hormone that increases the heart rate during stressful situations. Natalie. Incorrect. Carson. Incorrect. The adrenal glands. Number 2, this gland near the neck controls the rate at which food is burned in the body. Ava. Incorrect. Correct answer is the thyroid gland. Number 3, this gland produces white blood cells that protect the body's tissues and trigger the immune system. Called the thymus gland. And number 4, this master gland regulates the growth of the skeletal system. Zoe. Incorrect. Carson. No, it's called the pituitary gland. Social studies, 4 parts in history. Identify these 4-letter words. A social studies glossary. Number 1, a place where coins are made. James, mint is correct. Number 2, a nation that unites with other nations for a special purpose, such as war. Natalie, ally is correct. Number 3, a loyalist who supported King George III during the Revolutionary War. Called a Tory. And number 4, a political party formed in the early 1830s to oppose the Democrat Party. Carson, incorrect. I'll finish the question. A political party formed in the early 1830s to oppose the Democrat Party, now succeeded by the Republican Party. Zoe, incorrect. The Whig Party. Score update?
160, 195.
That is only one question's worth of points that separates you, like one set of bonus. Fine arts, 4 parts in music. Identify these terms borrowed from Italian. Number 1, this musical form has an exposition, a development, and a recapitulation. Called sonata. Number 2, this word for tale refers to the last few measures of a composition. Ava, incorrect. It's a word that Drew doesn't believe I've taught him. Coda. It's the second time that. Oh, that's not weird. Number 3, a composition that shows off a specific instrument accompanied by an orchestra. Ava, incorrect. Called a concerto. Number 4, the printed copy of the words of an opera or oratorio. Natalie, incorrect. Called the libretto. Math, 4 parts in general math. You will need your pencil, so these will probably be 30 seconds each. Answer these about factors and multiples. Number 1, how many factors does the number 28 have? Jared, incorrect. Natalie? 6 is correct. Number 2, what is the least common multiple of 18 and 15? Natalie? Incorrect. James? What? No, it's 90. Number 3, what is the greatest common factor of 120 and 144? Zoe? Incorrect. See where you buzzed in. Jared? Incorrect. 24. Number 4, besides itself, what is the greatest factor of 111? Zoe. Incorrect. Correct answer is 37. Language arts, 4 parts, and grammar. Identify the gerund in each of these sentences. Number 1. One of Helen's favorite pastimes is riding her horse. Ava. Incorrect. Carson. What? Incorrect. The correct answer was riding. Number 2. Even though Mary works in a library, she never tires of reading. Natalie. Reading is correct. Number 3. Smoking is no longer. Natalie. Smoking is correct. Number 4. Thomas enjoys jogging along the lakefront. Natalie. Jogging is correct.
Somebody's on.
What's our score update?
200, 195.
Oh boy.
They're calling to those INC.
Science, 4 parts in life science. Identify these dog breeds.
Oh, no.
Number 1. The most famous member of this breed is Snoopy. Carson. Incorrect. Natalie. Incorrect. Beagle. Number 2. 99 of these puppies. True. Dalmatian is correct. Outsmarted Cruella de Vil. Number 3. It is sometimes called a hot dog. Natalie. Incorrect. Carson. Called a dasher. Number 4. Swift and intelligent racers. A bus company is named after this breed. Jared. Incorrect. You already buzzed in. Zoe. Incorrect. Greyhound.
227. 200, 205.
Whew.
You have to get it.
Now, I will say there are 3 questions left. And you accept the risk.
No.
Math, general math, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, general math. Convert the improper fraction 57 over 11 to a mixed number. Carson. 5 into 11 is correct. Number 2. Well, of the 3 that are here. Language arts, spelling. In math, 2 lines with the same slope are termed parallel. Carson. Correct. Number 3, social studies, geography. Name the European country that governed the African nations of Botswana, Gambia, Uganda, Nigeria, Kenya, and Egypt before granting their independence. Natalie. Incorrect. Correct answer is England. With that, our final score,
200 to 225. And you guys didn't want to do it.
Yeah, you were the one who didn't want to do the extra question. Congratulations on a great season.
Yeah.
Make sure you come out next year when hopefully things are normal again. We're gonna have bonus questions like normal and concurrent.
Work together as an actual team.
I don't remember.
No, it's grouped up.
No one was undefeated in the
Oh, there's
I don't think we have any. I don't think we have any undefeated teams.
No,
Oh, no, I think.
That was
they were 3-1 and 2-2.
I feel like everybody else is gonna be wrong. I didn't want to guess the other, no one wanted to guess. I didn't guess the other either.
No, there
I
could be one more
think
than
even
one.
if they have one against that.
Yeah.
I didn't think they have it, actually, I mean,
Probably after Thursday.
Yeah, like,
Are we gonna do it on the announcement?
But I have it on my list to make it tomorrow.
But, the original Dougie winner is gonna be on Jeopardy on Thursday.
Like, not the
Real
original,
Jeopardy?
like the guy it's named after.
Yeah.